my name is Sammy Simpkins, and today I will be reading Fly Girl Fly by Nancy Pimm, illustrated by Alexandra Bly. In a big, big world was a small, small girl who went by the name of Shaesta. Born in a refugee camp in Afghanistan, she did not remember the soldiers' camp. When the tanks rolled, when the bombs dropped, she had no memory of her family's escape or the plane ride to America. In California, Shaesta's family grew and grew until she was one of 6 girls. They chatted in Farsi, in Pashto, the languages of their homeland at dinner time. They gathered around a cloth on the floor and ate, picnic style, from a spread of dishes. At home, Shaesta lived as an Afghan, but in school she learned to be American. One day, young Shaesta said, "I will do great things."
Hi, my name is Nancy Pimm, and I'm here with my grandson,
Sammy Simpkins.
and he's going to interview me about my latest book.
Fly Girl Fly.
Okay, Sam.
So, why did you write the book about Shaesta?
Okay, I wrote the book about Shaesta because I first wrote about Jerry Mock. Remember who Jerry Mock is?
Mm-hmm.
So Jerry Mock's the first woman to fly around the world. Everyone thinks Amelia Earhart did it, but it was Jerry Mock. So I wrote the Jerry Mock story, and I got to meet Jerry. I went all the way to her house in Quincy, Florida, and she told me 2 weeks before I got there, Shaesta Waiz was there, and she was finding out how to fly around the world. Luckily, when I was promoting my Jerry Mock story, I met Shaesta at an air show, and we became good friends, and I knew her story was something I had to tell.
Do you know how long Shaesta flew around the world?
How long did it take her? 145 days. She was planning on it to be a lot quicker, but it took 145 days, but she just pressed on through all kinds of turbulence and all kinds of troubles, but she never quit. And that's one thing I really love about this book. It really shows perseverance pays off.
And do you know how many states she flew across?
See, I think there's 30 countries and 5 continents and 25,000 nautical miles. And lots of times she flew through like monsoons and sandstorms and electrical storms, and she flew through a volcano, an erupting volcano, and a storm. She said everything was so black she didn't know where she was going. So she was pretty brave.
Did she have any kind of navigation, or was it just...
She was in a little single-engine airplane, but they kind of made a lot of modifications, so they made it so it had a lot more things that she can. And she had an iPad. Lots of times with navigation, how we do GPS, nowadays pilots fly with an iPad.
So is she the first woman to, or?
She's the youngest woman to fly a single-engine airplane around the world, and she's the first woman from Afghanistan.
Is a single-engine airplane, if it dies, it's just you fall?
Yeah, that's probably a single-engine airplane, but Jerry Mock actually recommended it. She said that twin-engine airplanes give you twice the problems, so she said you're better off with a single-engine airplane, and just really make sure, like, go through it a lot and make sure it's really good and tight, and just deal with the single engine, because the twin engines are twice the trouble. That's the advice she got from Jerry.
So, are you going to write a book about Amelia Earhart?
That's a good question. Because I've heard so many stories about Amelia from Jerry Mock. Jerry Mock thought she was a spy, which, who knows? And actually, when Jerry Mock flew around the world, she took pictures of everything, and the government has all her pictures, and they thought she was spying too. But I know for sure Shaesta wasn't. Shaesta's whole thing was she wanted to go around the world, and she wanted to get kids excited about STEM careers. You know what STEM is?
No.
Science, technology, engineering, and math. And then she also wants girls to do aeronautics, because only 7% of all the pilots right now are women. So she says, come on girls, we can fly planes. The airplane says no, like it says in the book, if you're a boy or a girl. So let's get more women to fly planes. So, is that it?
Yep.
Thanks.